and taking the thing with others, involving, including your juniors, and take a teamwork so that you can achieve the goal which you are heading towards. So this capability of having a relationship and socializing and sharing and including all makes them successful. Throughout, you have seen that in all the fields like politics, sports, medicine, science, technology, women have shown as leading, they have shown their leading roles and they have become leading leaders. The leadership is commendable. As far as I am all women out here, all are IT people. I am a doctor by profession.
But we want to hear from you, madam, because you know there's so many women's health-related issues, so we would want to hear from you.
So, in 60s and 70s, women were not encouraged for higher studies and all. I was during that era of 60s and 70s. But during my childhood, I was fascinated by white coat and stethoscope. And that was my dream, and I had a passion to become a doctor. So when I used to visit my family doctors, so I used to take them as my ideal, like Dr. Kirloskar and Dr. Shantabai Satwalikar, gynecologist. So I used to say, I should become one of them. And I have taken that dream to my heart, and I have started my studies. And fortunately, I could get a seat, and I'll tell an experience when I was in first year MBBS, and when we went to the anatomy hall, and the cadavers were brought on the table, and the very sight of it made me so scary. For 2 nights I couldn't sleep. This was like 15, 16 years age, and you are facing a cadaver, and it was really very scary. But I said, come on, Shubham, gather your courage and fight it. So face it. So we started. And those days ragging was too bad. And when we were dissecting, our seniors have taken the hand and they have did like this. And we all screamed and came out of the anatomy hall. It was so scary. How did the bombs got out? So then we had to, we complained to the principal, and he gave it, they said no ragging in future, because this is a very terrible experience for them. They screamed that nothing will be doing. Then he was strict enough to come daily to the rounds and see that nobody is doing any ragging. So this we faced. And later on, I could achieve what my goal. I became a gynecologist. I started practicing, and thanks to my father, who was a great help and encouraged me, go ahead and you achieve what you want. And then the second phase of life starts when you get married, and then you have to look after both ends. Your profession and personal life comes into this, and you have to look after your family. But fortunately, I had a good life partner who helped me in my career. As you know, medical profession is always demanding. You have to be day and night on toes, alert. And if we are little late, patients, they will see with such a bad situation. What is this, doctor? You are coming so late. And what would have happened? And this, even if you are suffering, if you are having anything in your some problem, health problem, they don't consider. You said you have to be available when we need you. And thank that I could do this, and I was always alert, and because of the cooperation of my family and all, we could do it, and we have educated our children, they studied, and my son followed me because he said, Mama, you are ideal to me, I want to become a doctor. Though I was discouraging it because too competitive, very difficult, long procedure. Go, take maths, become an IT engineer, that's it. Why you want to come here? But he said no. So he followed me, and he became now he is an orthopedic surgeon. And the second son is with you people, IT, Ashwin, and that's all. Then after I achieved my degree and I started my practice, I came to know about the gender discrimination and how women are facing harassment. You won't believe, I saw such patients that even in the pregnancy and all, when used to kick them, they used to get hurt and used to come to us. See, he was drunk and he has hit me on the tummy. I'm pregnant And they used to try like anything. So it was such a pitiable condition. See, how can a man do this? But during those days, nowadays, man used to think we are men, we can do anything. And those ladies, we have to help them out and give them moral support, and that's what it used to happen. And I have come across a woman who was a vegetable vendor, and she used to work. She used to get the vegetables from the market and sell and all. And evening, whatever money she used to get, her husband used to snatch it, clean, and in the night feed her. Daily this was going on. One day he has hit him with a stone on her head, and she came to me. Then I said, what is this? How long you will face this? Why don't you react? Why don't you do something? She said, I'm working, and she's doing like this, and daily he doesn't work, but he will do all this. Then one fine day, when he came to meet her with the cycle chains, he was taking the cycle chains and trying to belly her with that. Then she reacted. She was working in the kitchen. She threw the hot oil on it. And she showed the courage. And from that day onwards, that fellow, he never came in front. He said, oh, she can do anything. That's how the woman reacted, and she showed her power. So this is the way. And when one more patient, she was not listening to him. Whatever he says, she used to say no. Then that day he reacted. He hit her with a cooker, hot cooker. So many patients I saw were being tortured. This was the era those days. But now lucky that you people, you ladies are born in this era when you have equal respect, equal opportunities to go high and shine. You are lucky enough to have that. And during COVID days, thanks to our profession, we can do a lot of charity. So I come across many couples, lonely couples, whose children are abroad, and nobody is there to look after them. And sometimes lonely old ladies who request me, please come to my house, please visit us. We can't come, nobody is there to bring to our hospital. So I used to visit them, provide them medicine, see that I should send my person, please give them medicine and help them out. Because their children are abroad, nobody is there to look after them. This is also the plight of old people, senior citizens. During COVID times, also many people, senior citizens, they were not able to get any help. So I did them, they called me, and online they called me, and so I told them, I will see that you get beds, I will see that you get oxygen. I did my best to help them out, so that they can. And one patient who was in very serious condition, so I saw that she get admitted in Yashoda hospital and get the care, and she recovered. But nobody thought she will come out of it. But luckily, fortunately, she came out of it. And her husband came to my house and started, he called me, Madam, I am here. I said, Enduku ichina ikkada COVID undi nenu raanu nenu bayatiki raanu. Madam, please madam, nenu inti daggare unnanu. Inti daggare enduku ichina cheppina kada naku phone cheyi. Why? Then balcony మీద రండి madam, don't come out, come to balcony. When I came to balcony, I was so surprised the way he thanked me with a basket of fruits and flowers and all. Madam, you have done a great work. My wife, I was having small kids, and I never thought she will come back to me and how I will manage, how I will do. And that day I felt really proud. My profession is so noble. I can do some good work, I can help them out. And so when I can do it, you people can do it. But you people have more opportunities. And nowadays in this digital era, it is very easy to diagnose. During our times, only skill work. There was no scanning. There was nothing. Only with the skill, with the experience, we work. But now, because of your digital era, we have all assistance in diagnosing, in laboratory, pathological laboratories, in MRIs, and the surgery they can do to the accuracy to a millimeter. They are going for all scope fees. This is because of you people. Our profession has been so assisted by you, by the software, that we are able to face all the things so accurately. We can do surgeries to the accuracy. During our time, it was not possible, but now the junior doctors, they are going all with scopes. No hospitalization is required, long hospitalization, no blood loss much, no going for blood bottles here and there, nothing. So procedures have become blood test surgeries. This is all because of your software. Yes. MRIs and all everything, they are so helpful in diagnosing. So we are advancing in medical field also. This is a very big assistance by the software. I am so proud if people think that, oh, they think us, you are a savior, next to God and all that. So that makes us so proud. Oh God, I have taken the profession, correct profession, and proud of it. And my children also doing the same thing. They are also happy to become doctors. And I encourage all you people to go ahead. We are at some level during our era, there was not much of resistance for the ladies. You people are lucky, go ahead. Chakte India. I'm so proud to see Manisha Subbu and Padmi Rajan. They have done so much for you. I was really, when I heard it is really miracle. Women are going to serve heights, and the first president in Hyderabad, and so honest to and I'm proud of you. And so all of you, please go ahead and take whatever you feel, let your dreams come true, plan your life, plan your work, and work the plan. And you take big dreams, believe in big, pray big, and big things will happen. Definitely it will happen. Only you have to be focused, and you have to be enthusiastic, determined. You will reach the heights. That is my experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sushma. Thank you so much, Shabnam ma'am. That's very inspirational. Irrespective of whatever field we are, whatever stream we do, each stream has been recognized, be it into the doctors or HR or IT. As you see, most of the IT guys here, more into the women power. That would be really good to hear from the doctor's perspective. So big round of applause to Shabnam ma'am. We will now have to hear few words from the most beautiful and charming lady out here on behalf of the QualiZeal, the head of process at QualiZeal, Sushma ma'am, to give us few inspirational words.
Thank you so much. Distinguished guests on the dais, senior leadership of QualiZeal, and all of us. I'm standing here as a representative of all the women of QualiZeal. One of you just given an opportunity today. Tomorrow we would want all of you to be here. Because I joined little before you all did. That's the only the X factor that I have to be here on the day yesterday. Thank you so much, Madhumati, for giving me this opportunity. So, whatever you want to say, whatever you all want to learn, I'm also doing that same thing here. I'm here, I'm sitting here to listen to what all the distinguished guests are telling us and guiding us. Typically, they say that, we all also know the history of this International Women's Day it came out of suffrage of women in various other countries, especially in the West, and that's how it came into fore. United Nations has declared this as an International Women's Day because they wanted to bring that respect. We come from a culture where they say Yatra Naryaste Pujante Ramante Tatra Devata. So where women are respected, that's where reside the gods. So we are privileged right from the beginning. However, there are some deviations here and there. Already we have Dr. Bakshi already telling us, when that guy went to hit his wife with a stone and things like that, right? So there are some deviations. However, women are very highly respected in India, and we are proud to be part of the culture where that kind of respect has been given to all of us. Go back and ask the guys. Today they are sitting in the last rows. Today they are the cheerleaders actually for this cricket match that is going on. But even otherwise, that's what they do. You know, they are the wind behind our wings, but they are also always the cheerleaders. And I think QualiZeal typically has been a very strong cheerleader for all the women. Have you ever seen Madhumurthy's presentations when he gives? Normally what we say is that, you know, there is a consultant, and if the consultant is going somewhere, what does he do? You know, so there is a male connotation to it. In all his presentations, he says, if there is a consultant and if she is going somewhere, what does she do? So, you know, there is a female connotation. For him, it's all empowering women. I'm pretty happy about it, being in this organization. I don't want to give a big bhashan, but I just want to ask you all one small question, right? All of you are from science background, so I just want to ask you a question. So this is a two-dimensional, the third dimension is very, in fact one dimension is very predominant in this object. So I'm putting it here and it is toppling. It's toppling, right? You all know about center of gravity, anybody can answer this question. So you're putting it here and it's toppling, right? And there is a phone. In this also there are three dimensions, but two dimensions are predominant, one dimension is not. And I'm putting it here and it's not toppling there. Right? What is the reason? Anybody can answer this question, even men can answer. Why is this toppling and why is this not? And the answer is very simple, right? The center of gravity. So when the center of gravity, children walk with their feet apart, right? Toddlers walk their feet apart because the center of gravity has to pass through the object. When you have a one dimension, predominantly one dimension is predominant and the other two dimensions are not, then the object is bound to topple. When you have two dimensions, it will still rest on it properly. If you have all